welcome to CadenCenter. I'm here with Angels broadcaster Jose Mota. Jose, how do you feel to be here today?
I feel great and even better because I was looking forward to seeing you. I hadn't seen you since Anaheim. And once you told me you're going to be around, I think, you feed on this environment. But certainly I feel good because there's so many Angels fans here today. It's super cool.
Yeah, so you ready for some questions?
I'm ready for some questions. Are they tough?
Maybe.
Okay, let's find out.
In my research, I found that much like myself, you started your broadcasting career at a young age using a tape recorder your father gave you. Did you always want to be a professional ball player and broadcaster?
First of all, a ball player, yes, but I was ready in case things didn't work out to be a broadcaster. But I also, for my mom and my dad, they always kept pressing me on school and get your grades and college and make sure you graduate and all those things that go along with, not just thinking about baseball, but also about broadcasting. But I do remember those days with the old cassette recorders. Do you know what a cassette is?
Probably an old recorder.
Okay, yeah. A cassette recorder is what we used to play with. My dad would record some interviews when he was playing, and he would do some stuff when he in the off season. So anytime he bought a new one, he gave it to us. So he was like, oh yeah, very cool. So we used to replay games in the backyard, me and my brothers, and it was quite fun. But I know I became to really enjoy that as I grew up, and thank God I'm here.
When you played baseball at Cal State Fullerton, you won the national championship. How amazing was that experience?
The best experience I've ever had to this day as a ball player. All because in college you are such a unit, you play for one common goal, and to make it to the World Series itself is pretty amazing. But then to win it was just over the top. So much excitement. You go through so much in college because you're not only worrying about playing baseball. You got to get your grades and go to school and have discipline and take care of yourself and learn a lot about yourself on your own. But to me, still, I remember that moment in Omaha like it happened yesterday. The best feeling I've ever had in a baseball field.
What is the best piece of advice your father, Manny Mota, gave to you?
Work. It's not gonna come easy. He's always like, go out there and get your work done. Nobody's going to give you anything. You're not entitled to anything. And also he said, be humble. You got to be humble. You got to take care of people because people took care of you, especially the needy and the poor. We got to take care of those people and understand that we're all the same. Some get more opportunities, some get more breaks, but it's all about being the same. My dad has always kept that attitude. We're so thankful for that, to keep our faith and to understand that we're here to serve and to get better. Whatever you do, my dad said, whatever you do, ball player, as a shortstop, as a hitter, you got to get better each single day to make sure you understand that it takes a lot of work to get to the top. And there's never a top. He says there's always more and more to do, but learn and be humble and work hard.
Tell us about your experience acting in the movie For the Love of the Game. Will we see you in any more films in the future?
I would love to. I'll show you what. I still have a scar from For Love of the Game. And it's because, we did that scene behind second base where I saved the perfect game. We shot that 13 times, and that was the only thing that compares to being in the major leagues and not being a ball player, because it's like Hollywood and being around Kevin Costner and Kelly Preston and John C. Reilly and Sam Raimi, the director. I mean, it's just amazing how they treat you, and the accommodations, the flights, everything is first class. And it's amazing how much I learned from Kevin Costner, how humble he was to all of us and helping us to not be nervous and to make sure we took care of our positions, to be in the right spot and all that stuff. So it's an experience that I love to do it again, of course, because it was so much fun, and I still belong. I belong to the Screen Actors because of that movie.
What would your advice be to kids out there who want to be a professional athlete or broadcaster?
Professional athlete is, you have to have discipline. You got to have love for the game. Whatever you choose, soccer, baseball, basketball, football, you got to have passion for it. And also for the parents to make sure the kids want to play. You can't force them to play if they don't like it.
Yeah.
But for kids, if you want to play, go out there and don't wait for anybody to tell you to work. You tell your mom and dad, I want to go play catch. I want to go run sprints. I want to go hit. And you do it on your own, because that's initially what's going to drive you. And as you grow up, and you understand more about your mechanics and your body and everything else, that's going to be the one thing you're going to remember. The batting tee, the soft toss, the ground balls, throwing a tennis ball against the wall, all those things matter a lot, but you got to start early and have a passion for it. Now, for those that want to be broadcasters, it's about a lot of reading, a lot of preparation, a lot of use of your voice. Even in school assemblies, go out there and talk. Like you, go out and talk in school assemblies. Any chance you go in church, group communities, all those kinds of things. Use it because eventually it's going to come to help you.
Let's discuss the Angels. With a stronger number of quality pitchers this year, how do you see the pitching shaping up?
Pitching's going to be fine. I mean, people overlook the fact that the Angels were so bad last year offensively, but it was pitching that got it done, right? And there was a lot of question marks last year. How was Gary Ritchie going to respond? How about Hector Santiago, Andrew Heaney? All those things that came into play that perhaps played a big role, but I believe pitching's going to be good enough. The bullpen's going to be even stronger, and the offense, more importantly, is going to be even better.
There are a lot of changes to the left side of the infield this year. How do you see this affecting the season?
Oh, it's going to be great. Anderson Simmons is magic. This guy is absolutely a vacuum cleaner. A lot of flash. And Junel Escobar, don't take that guy for granted, man. He likes fashion. He likes flash. He likes style. He plays the game right. He can really help, and he's a good hitter. So it's going to be fun to watch those ground balls over there because they're going to stop them all.
Do you have any other predictions for the Angels this season?
The Angels are going to have a better year this year than last year. Is that good? They will. They're going to have a better year. I think the way that I see the offense coming along is, we talked before about Escobar, what he brings in Calhoun. Daniel Nava, it's a big addition to the Angels, and I think the more table setters they have, guys like that get on base, the better it's going to be for the Beast. You know who the Beast is? Number 27, Mike Trout. Favorite player. So it's going to be fun to watch, but also the bottom of the order is going to be big. And I think overall they're going to improve offensively because Carlos Perez, second year. You got Anderson Simmons, who is absolutely magic with a glove and is going to be driving some balls. We're going to miss Eric Ibar, right? You're going to miss him?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. But we got a very fine player in Anderson Simmons. And Johnny G, man. Johnny G brings a lot to the table, huh? We love Johnny G. Energy, passion, clutchness. So I think overall we're going to see a lot of fun and more guys running the bases too.
Lastly, can you share with us your favorite memory in your time broadcasting for the Angels?
Broadcasting the 2002 World Series, the best ever. I mean, I couldn't even fathom, I couldn't even imagine that it was my first year with the Angels. And I come in, and we have so many great guys: Garrett Anderson, Tim Salmon, Troy Percival, Benji Molina and his brother, Mike Soshin, the rest of the staff, Buddy Black, Joe Madden, coaches, Ron Redicky. And I'm like, wow, first year in broadcasting, and we're going to the World Series. They're going to the World Series. I wasn't as a player, but you know what I mean? But it was like, wow, they went as a wild card. Then they beat the Yankees, and it was like, this is for real now. I was nervous. I'm like, man, I don't want to blow the calls, like I'm doing Spanish, but I don't want to blow the calls. And then going to that series against the Twins, watching Adam Kennedy perform, it was 3 home runs, and then to watch Percival on the mound, then seeing the Giants and seeing the stud named Barry Bonds. But I would say I will never forget that series, ever.
All right, thanks for the interview, Jose.
You're welcome, man, anytime. How about for Caden?